my head. All these words that I said, nobody cares.
Oh snap!
Okay. All right, so we're back. Fifth ain't here because he's gay. I mean, he'd be gay if he was here, but that's not really important.
Dudes, that was one of the coolest places I've ever been to. It almost makes you sorry they're the bad guys.
See? That's why I left. You guys were all
I think I said this
We
last
stuck our
time we was
necks
here.
out and got nowhere.
This
So you
movie was
stormed
supposed
off
to
in a huff.
have
Why not? You guys
two
were
extra
just dragging me
sequels.
down.
And when you left in anger, your
Movie?
departure cast a shadow
Yeah,
on
the
everyone
2017
else.
So
movie.
Master Splinter told me to track you down.
A leader
started
is
watching,
not
first
determined
TMNT
by
movie
appointment or
last night.
assignment, but by his own actions.
So in order to act like a leader, I had to bring everybody
Like,
back
damn,
together
Raph, how you
again.
let Casey
To
Jones
help
whoop
you
your
with
ass?
this, I assigned you a riddle.
Some hell. What's red with rage but green with envy?
don't think he
Made me
expected
even
to
more
get hit in the head
frustrated and
with a bat.
confused than I was before.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
understand
a
how you
cricket
felt.
mallet.
Some clue.
You like 600 pounds more than you.
Rage but green with... Wait, of course. it's
Still a
Raph.
turtle.
Raph's
A very
the
large
angriest
one
guy
at
I
that.
know. But I'm not sure about that envy thing. I should try to find him.
Outsider alert!
Get him! Purple dragons!
And I've said this before. There is a PS2 version of this game that I kind of wish I had, because the one thing I learned is like when it came the difference between like Wii titles and PS3 titles. Because if I'm not mistaken, the PS3 and the Wii were around at the same time, which is weird to think of. That something is so underpowered as the Wii was, around during the PS3 and the Xbox 360 days. Fuck. But there is a PS2 version of this game because I think the Wii came out around the end of the PS2 life cycle, so it was around for the start of the PS3. So there were games on Wii and PS3, and clearly the Wii would always be like the inferior version to play. And again, like the idea of having like wiggle the remote to do stuff is trash on top of trash. It is garbagey badness. Like, come on, dog. Let him get hit.
Whoa! Yeah!
So Jamal won't ever see this because one, he ain't gonna watch it, and two, he ain't gonna watch it. But yeah,
This is the part where I'll wait for you to go ahead and say what you're gonna say about him, and then I'll text him.
so you can talk shit.
Yo.
Okay, I was about to say this is Jamal and his bobbleheaded nurse of a
Haven't you learned?
of a fiance
Attack a
wife.
turtle in the
Yeah,
streets.
it's a Silent Hill reference. Yeah, they had their baby.
Purple dragons when a truck pulled
They
up,
had
opening up
sex
the
9
way for
months ago. They had unprotected sex 9 months ago, and then she pooped on herself a little bit, and a baby came out. Because nobody ever tells you that part.
They
I
had
had to go through some of
unprotected
the back
sex.
alleys, and let me
No,
tell you,
never mind.
people really need to tighten
I know
up.
they was. Oh yeah, I know they was always fucking without a condom. Like he believes in the pray and spray method.
Yeah!
I don't know if I wasn't supposed to tell nobody that, but I just did. I mean, what is there to be said? He's getting some pussy, and whoever's sitting here saying, "Oh, it's stupid, you shouldn't do that." Well, are you fucking? Because if not, shut up.
Yeah!
But it worked. But apparently it worked. He was like, "Yeah, apparently if you just don't pull out, girls will get pregnant." And at this part, Jamal, I just want to let you know, duh, retard.
Not everybody.
Well, most people anyway. At least we know 2 jackrabbits over there who.
If it ain't an egg in there, just filling the concert hall and ain't no musicians gonna show up. And among other health reasons. But
Raph always liked
That's
this
all
place.
that's all they
Guess it's
really
worth
was.
checking out.
They ain't had to worry about all that because she got pregnant almost immediately. I personally would be concerned if like The chick who like I was, with was, we hadn't really talked about having a baby, extensively. Was suddenly like, yo, we need to have a baby. I'd have rolled the dice on that. I'd be like, all right, bet. Give me a month. And if that motherfucking baby come out 8 months later, I'm beating your motherfucking ass.
Matter of fact, as you were saying that, I was thinking to myself, yeah, we should have a baby. Pretend like, the act happened. And it really didn't. And if she had a baby anyway.
I'm whooping your ass in the delivery room. I'm whooping your ass.
I'm whooping your ass with that baby when it come out.
Yeah.
on some Quan Chi type ish.
It was like, wait, men can't fake it. Oh, we can't?
Yeah, okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Shoot, have a little packet of mayonnaise in my back pocket.
Sorry,
Oh no!
brothers.
You catching the hand? You gonna beat your own wife? Well,
Yeah,
she's somebody else's woman at this point, so yeah.
Baby. With the newborn baby. Have you not seen that Quan Chi?
Oh, that's what I'm supposed to.
That's exactly how it's gonna happen. I'm just standing over.
Okay, I'm supposed to jump between the two. I didn't realize what was happening.
Boof, 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 boof. Max Benno. Boof, boof.
Stop! He's already dead.
Just beating you with your own limbs.
Oh no.
Stop, Leo, my guy, work with me. Yo, son, I don't know if you seen it, but I purposely said that damn word. I do. But there's this video of I think his name is DC Young Fire. Is that a person?
Young Fire?
Yeah, DC Young Fly. Young Fly.
There you go.
DC Young Fly. Yeah. So he was I don't even know why he was there.
Yeah.
But apparently this part that he was asked to do this interview with this, I don't know. Like you ever seen somebody like somewhere and you was like, why are you here? Like this is not your place to be.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't Charles Barkley. Just look like him. Be gone. Be gone, wanna be. Be gone. 15 nostalgia points if you get that reference. But yeah, he was doing this like this interview with this religious black guy. Like super religious black guy. And he was asking like Young Fly all these questions that you wouldn't ask a coney ass nigga like that. Like you wouldn't ask that guy those questions.
Yeah.
He was basically asking him about Donald Trump, asking him. He kept calling, really. He kept calling Donald Trump the Great White Hope, and for the shits and giggles, I'm like, yeah, that's funny. Like it's funny mostly because he means that when he says it. Like he is actually referring to Donald Trump as the Great White Hope because he feels like, oh yeah, Donald Trump's like the best thing to happen to this country in like the last blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And Young Fly was like, what about like Bill Clinton? Like you ain't like Bill Clinton?
Oh no.
He was like, no. He was like, you didn't like Obama? He was like, no. And he gave his reasons. Young Fly did not sound as eloquent or as respectful as I am making him sound right now. This dude, like I didn't feel bad for the old black dude. Because he should have gotten some kind of insight about who that guy was before bringing him on the show.
Yeah.
Because he...
Wait, is this the little interview show with the old black guy sitting there?
Yeah, it's that. Like, yeah.
I don't understand
Well, a chick,
what
no,
his deal is. I said 2 chairs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand what this... I don't understand what he's doing.
I don't get it either. Like,
that ain't the first thing I didn't see. He's done that with other people. I'm like, what?
Does it always go the same way?
Yeah, it always goes some funky left turn, and I just be like, is this supposed to be funny? Is this how it's supposed
I don't think...
I'm lost.
I don't think it's supposed to be funny. I think in his head, he's actually trying to convert these, people to, like, I don't know, my guy. I I don't know what to tell you. Like, I just don't. I felt so bad for him because one, he was older and he clearly didn't know who Young Fly was. Like, just know like that interview was like 4 minutes long. Like I think it's like somewhere between 6 minutes long. I think it's like 4 to 6 minutes long. And about you son of a bitch, about 2 minutes in, Young Fly just straight up called him ugly man, and I lost it. I lost my shit. I was like, and he called it, and he said it so smooth. And like he just straight up called him ugly man, like that was his name. Oh, you talking about ugly man? I was like, okay. And the dude is so, for lack of a word that would, okay, first off, Leo was just straight up jumping across traffic here. They saw this big ass turtle run across these cars. The dude seemed like he handles it so professionally. Like he really does. He never like breaks stride. Like he never lets what Young Fly is saying bother him.
Which is
Like
so weird.
Like he never does. And it just doesn't make sense. Because dude is clearly trying to like conduct these like, you know, respectable interviews, but at the same time it's clear that he's, you know, he's trying to like make you think what he thinks, and I'm just like, yeah, it ain't gonna work, pimp. Like you're asking people to, you know, nobody likes Donald Trump. God fucking damn it, people who voted for Donald Trump are at the point where they don't like Donald Trump. Like it is what it is. Like I ain't, you know, I don't really give a shit if you like the guy. I'm not saying he's the devil. I just think Donald Trump is just a dude who became president because he wanted to, and that was the end of it. Like I feel like one or two things can happen. Either now Will Smith can actually run for presidency and win it like by a landslide because this country is goofy enough to vote celebrities in the office, or Will Smith now doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell to ever become president simply because Trump fucked it up.
The door's open. Now,
And like I don't even know if Will Smith be good at
Wait
it.
a minute.
But like he said it on multiple occasions that he was that he wanted to run for presidency. And I was like, I
That's
don't
what you think.
know if that's what you really want to do, my guy. Like that job is not for everybody. Like you don't have any like political backing or anything like that. But whatever. Hey, if you wanna, you know, stress yourself out, be my guest. But that interview, I don't know if the dude is like people are laughing at this. So why not? You know what I mean? Like he has to know that people are like sharing these videos online and like cracking up at his expense. You know what I mean? So maybe he thinks that's the way to go about it. Like maybe he continues to have these people on the show for that reason alone. Like because people are like laughing at him, and you know he's getting these people on the show who are not, you know, thinking the same way he thinks and more or less making an ass out of him. Like people will share it, people are laughing at it, but in that you're hearing what he has to say. Even if you don't really like retain any of it, you still hear it.
This place stinks.
And you know, saying things like calling Donald Trump the Great White Hype, or I'm sorry, the Great White Hope, sticks in your head. Like that sounds stupid as hell. And he clearly sounds like he means it. Like he clearly, like really believes, yeah, Donald Trump is like the best thing to happen to this country in a long time. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
I suppose. It's weird to say it out loud. Is that it?
Well,
At the end of the
the
chapter?
rat dragged in.
Oh, this like
Splinter sent me to look for you.
he just straight up got spatulas, yo.
He
My
sent me to
fault.
look for something, but he forgot to say what.
Don't tell me. He gave you a clue.
Chicken.
You call that a clue? Animals live in it, but would prefer to live out of it. What's that mean?
It's a zoo.
Cage.
Yeah,
Oh,
the old
same
rat's
thing.
laughing at us like a hyena.
No, Raph, the clue. It's a zoo.
You mean we have to go to the zoo?
Not necessarily. Look for something that's got to do with a zoo.
Now, y'all might be wondering, like, is there going to be a point in this where I actually have to do some kind of crazy, puzzle solving? The answer is no. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna continue. I'm just gonna continue playing through the game just like I have been, and then when I come across the thing that I need to be looking at, the game's gonna stop and be like, "There it is. It's that." Like, stand here and watch this cutscene for a few seconds, and then the end. Yeah. So, like, was I supposed to go around it? Oh.
That's the stuff.
All right. Well, anyway, this is the end of this episode because. If you haven't, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to link it because I saw it on Facebook, so I don't know where I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube somewhere. But if you haven't seen that video, because by the time anybody sees this, it'll be like 2046. So fucking look it up. DC Young Fly. I wouldn't even know. I don't know who the black dude is, so I don't know I don't know who to what else to like search for to find that video specifically. But it was hilarious. It was hilarious for all the wrong reasons, but it was hilarious. Like it was dumb. Like the whole thing was so fucking stupid. Like I realized that Young Fly was in a situation he didn't really want to be in once he was, in it. But like, yeah, he came off looking ignorant, but the other guy just came off looking just I don't even know what word to describe him. He came out looking professional, but that didn't mean shit compared to the stuff he was saying. Cause he sounded like an old person. He voted for Trump because Trump wasn't a woman. That was kind of it. So until next time, y'all, we out of here. Peace.